Hi everyone, my name is Ashish. I'm a junior doctor working in the UK. In today's video, I'll be answering all of your questions which you asked me on Instagram regarding living in the UK as a doctor. And I haven't written any scripts for this video, so I'll just take all these questions as a rapid fire round and I'll be answering all these questions. But what I've done is I have combined all your questions into different categories and I have just grouped them so that it's easier to answer most of the questions in that way. If you want to see more such videos, then support my channel. You can do so by clicking on the like button. You can share this video and subscribe to this channel. Let's start. The first question is by Parnika Pahuja. She asks, how are local people with Indians and what is the cost of living as compared to the income of a doctor? So local people are really nice with Indians and racism overall is very less in this country. And the cost of living can be a bit high if you compare it with Asian countries, but the income of a doctor is decent enough to lead a very good quality of life. So I have made a different video about this topic as well. You can check that video out as well if you want to know about everything in detail. But yes, the income of a doctor is good enough to lead a very good quality of life. Then Pranati 99 asks, will there be racism or can we get enough opportunities to develop professionally? So racism at workplace is greatly looked down upon. So you are equal to a UK trained doctor and you will get enough opportunities to develop professionally and you can get into any specialty in this country. The next question is by Nasreen. Work culture, do they see UK graduates as superior or anything like that? No, that's not the case. Then Parnika Pauja asks the same question, how are the Indians treated there? Ashim Adhikari asks, racism in NHS, have you personally felt that or have seen others facing racism? No, I haven't personally faced racism or I haven't seen others facing it. So that could be something which is my own point of view. But overall, I have seen that racism is very less in this country. And Pranjali Mane 20 asked the same question and Siddharth asked the same question as well. So overall racism is very less in this country. The next questions are by Anudhir. And how much time do you get outside of work apart from the time needed to do the essentials like sleeping? You get a lot of time out of work and you work 40 hours a week. And if you're doing on calls, then it could be up to 56 hours a week. But after that, you're free to do your own thing. So it's not like India or any other Asian countries which have really busy hospitals and there are no limited working hours. And it's not like US as well, where you don't have limited working hours. The work-life balance is amazing if you're working as a doctor in the UK. Then next question is by Krishna, and can we have weekends is what she's asking. And yes, you can have weekends apart from the days when you have duties on those weekends. So you could have day duties or night duties on some of the weekends, but it's not very frequent. The next question is about social life, and then other questions related to this are, is it really very lonely or can we find partners or friends, male, female, easily? How's the social life there as compared to India? How well do you connect with the Brits and have you made any friends outside the hospital? So the social life in this country is really good because people are generally very open and they do not discriminate other people. So they will go out with you, they will openly talk with you, and you can easily make friends. And there's also a very good dating culture in this country, so you can easily find dates and you can go on dates, and the social life overall is very good if you're comparing this to the social life in India, where many of the societal values are very conservative and you can't really explore a lot, you can't talk to random people, you can't intermingle with a lot of people because there's a lot of discrimination and people have prejudices. So it's a very good culture. People are really open, they are very good They respect all kind of cultures, they respect all kind of religions. So overall, the social life is really amazing. The next question is by Adarsh Shivaram, and it is, do we get spices and flowers of various grades? Yes, you get all the spices and you get all the flowers, so don't worry about that. Next one is, do we get Maggi? Again by Adarsh Shivaram. Yes, you get Maggi, but unfortunately you don't get the Indian Maggi. You get the British version of the Maggi, which is not that spicy. So it's a good idea to bring some Maggi masala from home and then cook this Maggi with that Maggi masala. The next one is by Saran Prakash. He asks, winter in UK, is it really scary? Yes, winters in the UK can be a bit depressing. I would not say scary. The problem is that when the winter month starts coming, then the sun starts setting quite early, and in November the sun starts setting at about 5 o'clock, and as the months progress, then it can go up to 3 o'clock as well. So it can get a bit depressing. It's not scary, but a bit depressing if you don't have a good social life, or if you're not involved with a lot of things. The next one is by Vanilla Sea Salt. Is living in London worth it, or is it better to live in a smaller city? Now, this is a personal choice as well. I can't really answer this question on your behalf, but I've made a separate video on why I don't live in London. So you can consider checking out that video and you'll be able to get my perspective on why I don't live in London. The next set of questions are by Tushar Kakkar, and they are, how is it to live all by yourself and do all the little things that one needs to do while having a house, because there's a lot of help available in India unlike the UK. Yes, so I personally have lived away from my parents quite a lot in my life, and I feel myself quite independent. I am very comfortable doing all the housework. I can cook for myself. I can do all the clearing, hoovering around the house, and they can seem a bit of a work to me at times, but I'm quite comfortable doing that because that is something which is a part of your adult life, and unfortunately you have to sort these things out. So it's a good idea to build yourself up to it so that you don't get depressed when you have to do all these things by your own. But I can do all these things on my own, and I don't see them as a burden on me. The next one is by Anurag Anil Kumar, and he asks, how do IMGs blend in with a new culture? How long did you take to get adjusted to the norms of living in the UK? And personally, it didn't take me any time to get adjusted to the norms of living in the UK. I was living in Ames, and the culture in Ames is, I would say, very, very similar to the UK when it comes to like having very, very personal goals and working on things which you like. I'm not talking about the overall social life, but I'm talking about being in an individualistic society. And I was doing that in Ames as well, because the culture in Ames is like that. You can do all of your stuff and no one really bothers you. The faculty doesn't bother you, or the hostel warden doesn't bother you. So I didn't really feel any problems while adjusting to the norms of living in the UK or the culture in the UK. But a lot of IMGs can face some problems because they are used to the Indian culture and they will find it as a huge culture shift. So it can take a few months for them to deal with it. The next one is by Varana. What is the first thing to do when you land in the UK? I'm not really sure what is the first thing I would like to do when I come to the UK. Maybe I'll go to the places in London because the airport would be in London, so I'll explore London. And London is an amazing and beautiful city, so I would do it as the first thing when I come to the UK. The next questions are by Sarah and Pranati 99. How's the pay in the UK, and is payroll enough to have a fun life with a little bit of partying and saving? So I've made a separate video about the expenses in the UK and how much you can save while working as a junior doctor in the UK. So you can consider checking out that video. I'll put the link in the description to this video, and that video will cover this topic in detail. The next one is again by Adarsh Shivaram, and he's really obsessed about Maggi. So yes, you get Maggi in UK to just get your own masala. The next question is by Size But Wise. Really interesting username. The question is, most difficult thing for you after going there? Okay. Tough to answer. I haven't faced something very, very difficult when I landed in the UK, touchwood. And I don't have an answer to this question. It could be because I consider myself as a rational optimist, and I try to see in the better part of everything. So that's why I haven't really found anything which was really, really difficult for me. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. The next one is by Shreya Pradhan. Is it calmer than average Indian city? Yes, it is quite calm, and I'm living in a very small town where the population is very, very less, so I can get like empty beaches and really beautiful forests and walks. So it is very calm as compared to an average Indian city where the population density is quite high, and there's a lot of traffic, and the rules around noise pollutions are very lax as well. So you will not find all of these things when you're living in a smaller city in the UK. You might find that in London, but not in other cities in the UK. The next question is by Procrastinate All the Time. And the question is weather, attitude of people. Are there many fellow Indians staple food? So the weather is really unpredictable. You can have long summer months which can go on for a few 4 or 5 months, but after that you can have winters and you can have a lot of rain. So the weather is unpredictable because at a moment you could be having a totally sunny day, and in the next 5 minutes you'll have really heavy rains. So it's really unpredictable. Attitude of people is really nice. They respect all the cultures. And are there many fellow Indians? There are lots of Indians who live in the UK. Staple food depends on your ethnicity. So if you are an Indian, you will just eat your Indian food. If you're Chinese, you'll eat more of your Chinese food. But Britishers usually eat their own staple food, which I think includes fish and chips, sausage and mash, roast chicken dinner, and a lot of other dishes, pies. What else? I can't really think of a lot of British dishes on the top of my mind, but people tend to eat what they have been eating for a long time, and there is no particular staple food for the whole country. So that is all for this video. Thanks a lot for reaching out to me and asking me all those questions. It was really fun to answer them. If you want to see more such videos, then support my channel, click on the like button, share this video and subscribe to this channel. I will see you soon. Thanks a lot for watching.